In this video, we're going to learn two important concepts. The first concept is how to find a vector by knowing its starting point and ending point in the coordinate plane. Notice that we're talking about the coordinate plane, meaning it gives us points like 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be the starting point and this the ending point. As for the second concept, we are going to learn how to find the length of this vector or its magnitude by knowing these 2 points. Let's start with the first concept. If we have a vector that starts at point a, -4, 2, this is the x-coordinate and this is the y-coordinate, and the endpoint of the vector is at point 3, -5. In order to find a vector in coordinate form, what does coordinate form mean? It means its starting point is at the origin. We move the starting point to the origin without changing the direction or length of the vector, meaning without changing the direction or value of the vector. So to achieve this, what do? We find the difference in x coordinates and the difference in y coordinates, and we always start with the endpoint. So we go here to the endpoint, its x coordinate is 3, and we say 3 minus the x coordinate of the starting point, which is -4. Negative times negative equals positive, so here it will be 7. Then we go to the y coordinate and say the endpoint is -5, then -2, which will give us -7. So we draw a vector from the origin to the point 7, -7. This is the vector in coordinate form. Notice here that we put the angle brackets in a different way. This bracket notation is different from the point notation. If we see brackets like this, it means we are expressing a vector in coordinate form and not a point. Now let's move to the length of a vector in the coordinate plane. If we know 2 points, the starting point and the ending point, always in the world of geometry, if we're going to find the length between 2 points, first we take the absolute value so that if there's a negative sign, it goes away because there's no such thing as negative length. So we put the absolute value and say what equals the difference in x coordinate squared plus the difference in y coordinate squared, all under the square root. So if we go back to the previous problem, we'll say the difference in x coordinates squared, which came out to be 7 squared, then plus the difference in y coordinates squared, which is -7 squared, which will give us 49 plus 49, which is 98 under the square root, which equals approximately 9.9. Let's take another example. If we say the starting point of the vector is 0, 8 and the endpoint is -9, -3, first we find the difference in x coordinates and we always start with the endpoint. -9 minus 0 gives us -9 squared. It will equal 9 times 9, which is 81. Then we say plus the difference in y coordinates. We start with the endpoint -3 minus 8, which will give us -11. -11 squared gives us 121, and their sum is 202 under the square root, which will give approximately 14.2